Original.
Hello and welcome to the Webcrawlers Friday mini episode. I am Allie Siegel.
I'm Melissa Stettin.
And I'm producer Maria.
So exciting that we're all here today. I know we had a lot that we could be doing, but we decided to be here. First, wow, that was so not that funny.
Oh, I also have a new message for you guys. I'm going to send this to Melissa. I forgot about this.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Okay.
First things first, Melissa, should we read this email?
Yeah, this is from Jill. It says, "Hi, ladies. Once I discovered your podcast, I binge listened to it over several days. Fun and informative. During the Church of Satan episode, you play a bit of some songs backwards to see if we can hear a subliminal message. One of the songs was Stairway to Heaven, and it made me wonder if you knew that Jimmy Page owned Aleister Crowley's Bullskin house until the early 90s.
That's crazy.
He was fascinated by Crowley. Just thought that might be fun for you to check out. Thanks for your hard work and keep up the work, Jill." That's interesting.
That's absolutely banana town.
Maybe Stairway to Heaven really did have what was it? Was that the one that was like Sad Satan?
Yeah, or something when you played it backwards.
So I wonder if that was like legit put in there.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
Who knows?
What is this? What is this staircase Twitter poll?
Oh, I did this poll on Twitter. Let's check it. And I wanted to see, remember last week we were like, I wonder if more women think Michael Peterson is innocent than men. So I did a poll that was like, do you think Michael Peterson is guilty? And I had 4 answers. Yes, I'm a woman. No, I'm a woman. Yes, I'm a man. No, I'm a man. The conclusion is that 53% said were women who said yes.
Yes, that he's guilty?
Yes, that he's guilty, but only 7% of women said no.
Wow.
28% of men said yes, 12% said no. So more men thought he was innocent of our followers. More men thought he was innocent.
Fascinating.
So that's interesting,
that's a scientific method right there. It's making the hypothesis and then doing the experiment.
Although I do have to say that, Melissa, you didn't take into account our non-binary listeners.
I know. I worded. I was like, how do I word this so it's like inclusive of everyone? But I failed.
I'm frankly a little offended.
Someone replied, "I'm not seeing the button for yes, and I'm an owl." So I'm sorry for all the owls out there.
Yeah, sorry for all the owls out there too. Okay, what is, and then Zoom, there's been some trouble with Zooming?
Well, Google banned Zoom, or Google banned its employees from using Zoom over security risks.
That doesn't, there's been a lot of problems with Zoom and people hacking into Zoom shit. It's
the Zoom bombing.
Yeah, especially in 12-step stuff, because all 12-step programs have moved to Zoom. And people are like Zoom bombing shit.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, it's crazy. Everyone stick to their own Zoom stuff.
That's crazy. So random strangers can just jump into a Zoom and be like, hey, and like pull out their dicks or whatever.
Yeah, so I think now everything mostly is like password protected.
That's crazy.
I mean, if people wanted to, they could somehow find us podcasting right now.
They could. They would see us with like Robert Pattinson backgrounds on our Zoom. Like, what? Who are these nerds?
Me holding my dog. Okay, so what is this silent twins nonsense?
So I was just reading about twins the other day.
Cool.
And I was looking for creepy twin stories. And I came across this one, which is pretty crazy. It's about Jennifer and June Gibbons. They were born in 1963 and they grew up in a small town in Wales. One medical expert said it seemed like Jennifer at times was possessing her sister June. The twins would bounce back and forth between being Jennifer and being June. So they would like switch identities all the time. And they didn't speak to anyone else other than themselves.
Creepy.
And they communicated in a language that only they could understand.
Weird.
Yeah. So they did a close study of their speech, and it was like a rapid fire mashup of English and Barbadian slang.
What's Barbadian?
Barbados.
Oh.
Barbados slang.
Weird.
So
What?
That's a weird name. So these therapists decided that they should separate the girls. It might force them to like open up, but it didn't work. And these girls were sent to separate boarding schools, but they both retreated into this full-blown catatonia. Neither of them were speaking to anyone or moving.
Oh my God.
But when the girls reunited, all they did was stay in their bedroom, and they didn't come out or talk to anyone. And they would just come up with like these stories about their dolls, but the stories would be really dark, and they would like have really specific ways of like killing their dolls. They were weirdos. But at 16, they started writing diaries, and they began to turn on each other. So Jennifer wrote in her diary, she said, "We have become fatal enemies in each other's eyes. I say to myself, can I get rid of my own shadow? Impossible or not possible? Without my shadow, would I die? Without my shadow, would I gain life, be free, or left to die?"
Yuck. June wrote, "She wants us to be equal. There is a murderous gleam in her eye. Dear Lord, I am scared of her. She is not normal. Someone is driving her insane. It is me." They began writing novels. The subjects were very dark. An American boy addicted to Pepsi, who was seduced by his teacher. Another boy whose surgeon father transplanted a dog's heart into his body. I'm surprised it wasn't addicted to Coca-Cola. You know, that originally had cocaine in it.
Oh,
that's why it was so called. Good. Yeah. They started drinking and using drugs. They broke into houses, smashed windows, and started fires. That behavior led eventually to their arrest. They were committed to the infamous Broadmoor Hospital, the high-security prison mental hospital, where some of Britain's most notorious serial killers were sent to live out their lives. In Broadmoor, the twins decided one of them would have to die so the other could live. Jennifer, the stronger twin, agreed to be the sacrifice.
Yeah, it's crazy. So after 11 years at this hospital, when they were about 30 years old, they were finally released to a less restrictive hospital in Wales. And on the bus to their new home, Jennifer laid her head on June's shoulder and said, "At long last, we're out." And that night, Jennifer died. The cause of death was an undiagnosed infection of the heart.
Weird.
So June was released from the hospital a year later, and in 2000, the New Yorker's Hilton Els traveled to Wales to meet her. He describes a normal woman living a normal, if lonely life. She was at a halfway house when he visited her, but has since moved to her own apartment, and she visits her sister's grave often.
I mean, per usual, I maintain that twins are fucked up.
Twins are fucking weird.
Yeah.
What a weird bond that they created their own language and like didn't talk to anyone. That's so weird.
Have you ever seen that video of like the two babies like caught on the baby cam who are like talking to each other in weird baby language?
No.
What? Oh my God, it's so creepy. It's these two infants who are in their weird baby carriers, and they're like, and the other baby's like, and they're just talking to each other. It's so weird.
Oh no.
It's so creepy. I hate it.
Babies are...
Are you sure you weren't watching the movie Look Who's Talking?
I was watching All Dogs Go to Heaven. What voicemails do we have?
Oh yeah, let me play this voicemail.
Hi, I just wanted to leave a message for the Webcrawlers podcast. I was recently listening to the Friday episode that you guys did about the Tiger King, and I haven't watched it because one of my coworkers actually volunteered there, and she was going off about how it's overly dramatic and, you know, none of it's true. She volunteered at the big cat rescue, so I kind of put off watching it. But I was listening, and I heard you guys talking about where Carol Baskin is from and, like, kind of her backstory, and I live right around the area around Nebraska Avenue. And I had no idea. I moved here for college, so I'm kind of like new to being in Tampa. And I had no idea that was like a road where prostitutes were at and that kind of thing. And I only know that road really for the nicer Walmart, because the other Walmart nearby is just really kind of sketchy, and I work night shift, so I usually go grocery shopping in the middle of the night, and so I go over to Nebraska to go to Walmart instead. So I was just listening and like thinking about back in the 80s, like a little Carol Baskin just like probably having just murdered her husband like out in Nebraska, and I was just cracking up. So yeah, I don't know. Not really super interesting, but I just wanted to share that. And I think, you know, you guys are super interesting, and I really love the podcast. And, you know, everything's kind of crazy, so I'm glad that y'all are doing okay and that the podcast is still going. I listen to a lot of other, like, true crime type podcasts, so I definitely think y'all stand out. And, yeah, thanks for doing an episode on little old Tampa. Apparently it's crazier than I thought it was.
Wow. She drives down Nebraska Avenue all the time.
That's so crazy.
That's crazy. One of her friends volunteered at that place.
That's wild.
Yeah, I bet so many people have volunteered or worked there in the Tampa area.
I'm sure if you live there.
Wow.
That was a very nice voicemail. Thank you.
That
was nice. Thank you. Did you guys watch... Asher.
Yeah, Asher. Asher, come
Is
over
he
here.
barking at that vampire squirrel outside?
Yes.
Did you guys watch SNL?
No.
The at-home SNL that they did?
I started to watch a little bit of it this morning. I have to finish it. I watched Tom Hanks's intro.
Yeah, Tom Hanks. He was really funny. But they did this Zoom sketch where it was Kate McKinnon and what's her face? Whatever. They played like two old ladies who were like, didn't understand Zoom.
Oh, really?
And it was, it shouldn't have been as funny as it was, but it was so funny. They just like didn't know how it worked.
I'll have to check that out.
It made me laugh a lot. It was really funny.
That's good, Melissa. It makes me happy when you laugh.
You know, I had a chuckle.
That's nice.
It was kind of funny, you know. I was like, oh, that's funny. I get it.
That's nice.
That is good. If anyone has experienced any weird phenomenon from being home all the time, like
weird dreams.
Yes, weird dreams.
That's like a thing that's happening. A lot of people are having weird pandemic dreams.
I had a weird. I feel ashamed saying this.
Let's hear it.
That's a first.
Yeah. What could you possibly say of all the things that you've said in your life?
I had a weird dream about my dog last night.
No. Well, is it because you tweeted yesterday, there's no rules in the quarantine, I'm marrying my dog or something?
Maybe. Well, I was like making out with my dog in my dream last night.
That's nice.
That's fun.
So that's where I'm at. I know, Asher's so weird. I'm sorry. Mommy's gross. That's incest and bestiality.
Well, wait, was your dog... Did Asher have like the head... Was his head a dog head and the bot like BoJack Horseman? Was it like...
No, he was like my dog, and we were like he wasn't like a centaur, he was like a dog.
Okay.
That's really funny.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It does make perfect sense.
It's about time.
But yeah, everyone share their dreams. I actually like hearing people's dreams.
Me too.
Melissa, if people want to share their dreams, where can they email us?
You can email us at webcrawlerspod@gmail.com, or you can find us on Twitter and Instagram or Reddit, Facebook.
And if you want to join the Reddit thread about whether or not I'm hateable, please join it.
There's not one negative response.
That would be a fun thing to join in on too.
It's all positive.
I have to get in there. You have to tell me. I'll figure out how to get into our Reddit because I don't even really know. Does anyone have anything else to say?
No.
No. Me either.
No.
Ooh.
What is it?
What's that?
I just got a new Instagram follow, but I don't know if he's hot or not. I can't really tell.
You got to look at the tagged photos. You're only as hot as your worst tagged photo.
That's actually
How's the stuff going with your senator or whatever?
Oh, he just isn't interacting with me. I try.
He's got dreams of the White House, and he doesn't want any hidden.
He can't have DMs. He can't have anything that could be held against him.
Yeah, and I'm not first lady material. I know that about myself. I can't be talking about fucking my dog on podcasts and go and be headed to the White House.
No, I think it's a new era.
It is a new era.
Yeah, a little bit of an edge to the White House.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
That is true.
It's Michelle Obama going sleeveless, and then there's Ali Siegel
talking
having
about
sex dreams with their dog.
dogs.
You know,
anyways,
it's a natural progression.
I'm Ali Siegel.
I'm Melissa Stettin.
And I'm Maria Blasucci.
Bye.
Bye.
An Erios original.
Powered by Acast.